Hey everyone, welcome to my show, Going From Thousands to Millions. I've got a great friend of mine here today, Trevor. How are you, mate?
Very well. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for the opportunity. Love it.
It was something quick. We caught up today and I said, mate, why don't you come to my show? And you're like,
Bang,
wow,
bang.
why not? So I really appreciate you making the time.
Pleasure.
So tell me, I want to get to know you, all right? You know, we met a couple of months, 3, 4, 5 months now. And, you know, I love catching up with you because you have the best energy, all right? You have this infectious energy that I love about you, and you're always on the go and you're doing a million things. So what I want to know is I want to get to know more about you. I want to share your story with the audience. So tell me, how old are you?
I just turned 34.
Oh, happy birthday. It was your birthday too, bro. It was too. So tell me, where did you start? So take me back all the way back to school.
So I went to Parade College.
Good school?
Yeah, good school. I've been, Bundoora side, so I was a northern schoolboy, 2 older brothers, you know, Maltese family, mum and dad. And school wasn't my expertise. My brothers excelled in school, and one was an architect and the other one excelled in like business and management. But I guess with myself, I'd love to talk. I wanted to know everybody's business and just went through my schooling days. But, I graduated and, for me, that was a proud moment just to get through year 12 and, just to bypass what I could do. So started off with that and then, left school and thought, what else was I going to do in life and, where was I going to go? And wanted to be a wedding planner.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
I thought, everyone's going to get married. It's never going to stop. And,
makes no sense.
I could sell, I could talk and,
it's an emotional sell too. So a lot of people get stuck into it and it's a big day. So they end up saying yes to a lot of things that they don't want to say yes to.
It. So I thought, I can get into wedding planning and, my cousins, were in panel beating and spray painting, so I tried that as well.
No way. So you gave that a go?
Gave that a go. Did it. Give 2 weeks. Gave that a go for 2 weeks and found that straight away that wasn't for me. And went off and did a dual diploma in event and venue management. So I started off doing that.
You did a course.
So
finished school, tried a couple of things, and then thought, you know what, I want to go back and
didn't really work out. The apprenticeship kind of side of me, and just didn't really fit into what I want to do. And started off, did the dual diploma in event and venue management, graduated with that. And then from that, I did a business diploma in event and music as well.
Okay,
so graduated with that, went on to that. And then turned 18 and obviously during that. And then
you did this all before you were 18?
Yeah, I started off when I was 17, 18 while I was still doing year 12, did side courses as well. And then nightclubs.
Okay.
Fell into, my first 18 experience, nightclub, stepping into Chasers.
Oh, no, Chasers. I remember Chasers.
Yeah, started Chasers and the lights, the glamour, and just loved it. Became friends with the owner 1 week after 1 week. And then, Martha, the owner, who's still the owner now, just basically said, hey, you seem to come here every week. Do you want a job? And I said, great. Had no idea about nightclubs. No idea about how to earn money or whatever it is. This is before social media.
Oh, yeah, man.
So there was no social media, no MySpace, no Facebook.
There's a lot of posters on the wall.
Posters, handing out that. And then I said, no drama. So she took me under her wing and, started working in the office. I had a prepaid SIM card, $30 SIM card. And basically every Saturday I used to go there, use her phone because I couldn't afford credit. And, didn't really have a job. So started off doing that and just started learning the ropes. How it works, what a nightclub is, working behind the scenes during that kind of stuff, and then getting paid $2 a guest list. So, hey, use Trav's guest list, use my name.
So every time someone came in, you get $2 for every entry.
If they use my guest list.
If they use your guest list.
If they use my guest list. So from, $2 was my forte, and I used to make $200, and I thought, this was the best thing in the world,
Yeah, man.
Having a couple of drink cards, hosting, walking to the front row, bringing it in. But this was
cool.
18 to 20-year-old kid. Learning the ropes about what goes on in nightlife. I had no idea, it's not about just putting a DJ on and opening the door. And from that, I was there for about 4 years. And then Martha said, hey, do you want to run the night? I said, hey, well, running the night. I said, cool. Like,
you did that for 4 years?
I was there for 4 years. So I did my apprenticeship. Did that for 4 years. And from that, I ran a couple of nights there with Martha and earned, from $2 to $500 to, $600, $700. And then took cash money. And then my parents are like, how do you make this much money?
What are you doing?
Old school wogs, like, what are you doing? So I brought my parents in,
awesome.
Showed them how it is, what I do. And, from that, it just gave them a bit of love, It's not about everything else that kind of goes on, but they could see the hard work and people showed respect.
It's a business,
From that, and then I just started doing my own things. I joined up with a company, started running my own nights and events, and then slowly it just built.
Yep.
From 500 people nights that I was doing to 600 to 1,000. 1,000 went to 2,500. 2,500 went to 5,000.
Wow.
And then 5,000 went to first year when we did our big music festival, Ultra, went to 17,000.
Wow.
Which was my big music festival. And then we did God's Kitchen, which was at High Sense Arena, which was always a venue that I've always gone to see concerts, that I was excited to do an event.
Yeah.
And then now we do, large scale music festivals.
So what do? You do the big festivals now?
Yeah, so we do big festivals. Our biggest one is Ultra. So
that's coming up next week.
Next week. So we'll do 15, 20,000 people in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then the same weekend, 2 shows back to back, we'll do 20,000 in Sydney as well.
So you're doing one in Sydney, packing up and coming to Melbourne the next day?
Yeah, so bump-ins now for both cities. So we're simultaneously bumping in.
Yeah.
And it's a huge crew. It's like buying a franchise where you're working with a brand like Ultra. Like, they've got a department for marketing, the department for logistics, department for production, artists. They do this worldwide, 20 continents. So got the book. So you got to, the way they've got
a brand. They've got to protect their brand. You got
exactly.
It's like a hotel. You go and open up a hotel. A lot of people don't understand that a hotel, I won't name names, but a brand doesn't own that hotel. An owner owns a hotel.
Yep.
They go out to market. They bring someone's brand, so they got to adhere to those standards all across. It's similar to that.
100%. From artwork, design, look, feel, sight. It's like you're dealing with somebody every day, and sometimes it's very hard because Americans see what Americans see into what Australia is different to what South Africa is. So South Africa's this weekend. And then,
cool.
And then it goes Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
And then it goes Australia. So there's a big run of logistics that the artists do, and
so they say similar artists too? Do the same?
Very similar artists. So they're on the whole tour of this whole weekend, and logistics.
Afrojack's coming to this
Afrojack.
I want to meet Afrojack.
Yeah,
he's cool, man.
He
loves his cars.
He loves his Lambos.
Yeah, he does.
And Bugattis.
Yeah, because there's a guy that I follow, J Car 2 on Instagram, and I always see him with him, like they're friends, and I'll see him with the cars, and he does the Gumball 3000, whatever it is. They do it together and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So tell me, has it changed a lot? The whole music festival. I've never been to one. No. I'm looking forward to coming to Ultra next week. I'm pumped. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit older.
No, you're never too old.
So I've invited some of my good friends. I've got friends actually flying from different cities to come down.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I've got friends coming from Sydney, Adelaide. I'm going to bring them down. I'm going to have a good time. So I'm really excited. But tell me, has the whole marketing, atmosphere, sales, everything, has it come a long way in the last 10 years?
It's crazy. I mean, when I first started, I was handing out flyers in the rain to use my guest list.
Yeah.
Putting flyers on cars and stuff like that on the weekend just to use my guest list. There was no social media back then. Now this whole wave of social media has kind of come in, and obviously now there's Facebook, Twitter, Tinder, Snapchat, Instagram, how many more ways of different avenues of advertising promotions you got to kind of hit. Yeah. There's so many music festivals going on. Yeah. It's what are you different?
How do you differentiate yourself to others so people
what
can come in?
What makes your brand better than the same, the same weekend, this weekend, there's 4 other festivals going on.
Oh, wow.
So how does people want to come to Ultra then instead of going to that other festival? But we create a lifestyle. We create, it's not just about DJs, it's about the experience, the look, the feel. So the moment you get in, the moment you walk around the site, the look, the feel, this attraction. So it's gone away from so much about DJs. Yeah. If someone's paying $180 for a ticket, what else are you getting? Yeah. So you got to capitalize on that because the consumers these days are very smart. Yeah. They want to know what they're getting for the money. So
100%.
You're selling the product, you're selling everything, you're selling the lifestyle, and hopefully they come back. So
exactly. Repeat clients. It's funny. What was the festival you did a month or 2 ago?
Knockout. It's called Knockout Circus.
Was it Knockout the one that I came to? Yeah. I just want to share something with the viewers, right? I met you probably 3, 4, 5 months now, just under 6 months, right? And you've been nothing but a gentleman, and we talked about a lot of different things. And I'll never forget, I couldn't make it. You invited me as a guest to come in, and I couldn't make it. And, I called you because, I'm so proud of what you're doing, and you're so passionate about what you do. And, that means a lot to me. And I remember coming down at 10 o'clock at night. And, what I loved about it, man, that you were there at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I think I was the only one there.
You were the only, I wasn't going to say that. You were the only one
the
there.
The security guy to the front.
Yeah, and so much respect, and
thank you.
And and what I try and the reason why we're doing this podcast is to show people that anything's possible. But the point that we want to get across is that nothing comes for free, right? There's a lot of hard work. People don't see you there at 10 o'clock. No. And you don't have to be there, right? But you do it because you love what you do, and you want the experience to be good for everybody else that's coming to the event, you know,
100%.
because you feel responsible for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's about people come exactly like you said to experience something new, and you know, to see people like yourself still there 10, 11 o'clock at night doing what you got to do and working hard behind the scenes when no one sees that, you know, is phenomenal. And I love that about you, you know, and that's what it's all about. And the message we're trying to get across is, you know, you got to work hard, man. Without working hard, nothing happens, you know.
I mean, there's millions and millions of dollars on the line. You know, you could go this way or you could go this way. And like, you know, when you have a good event and you know you got a good event, I mean, for me, my thrill is the night before, like with you walking around, looking at the site, picturing what is it going to be like when 20,000 people come. Like just knowing that, hey, you've come from this to this. You've got a main stage, you've got this, you've got bars, 300 staff working under you, contractors galore. Like, it's a feeling that like you can't really put a money price on it. But what you know is where you've started 10 years ago as just a young kid, handing out flyers in the rain, saying come to my show, to what it is now.
But you're passionate about it, see? You always see, what you said was, you want to try different things, which I really respect that, right? Because a lot of times you don't know what you want to do. You're lost, right? You finish, 100%. You go, well, you know,
where am I going?
What am I doing with my life, right?
Everyone
so
paints.
Exactly. So you try different things and you go, you know what? This is not for me. And I respect that again, because you don't fall into that trap of like, I have to earn money, because you all have to earn money. So I'm just going to keep doing whatever brings the money in. It's like, no. I want to find something that I'm passionate about. You love going to clubs. That was your passion.
I love the music.
And then you did 4 years, man. You did your time.
I did my apprenticeship.
Yeah, you did your time. You did that 4 years, right? Where you were making that much money, but you're building a brand. You were learning. You were getting the experience behind you to allow you to become the success that you are today. Definitely. Because without that background work, you wouldn't be the person that you are today, right?
And you know what? I've learned a lot. You know, you make mistakes. And like with everything, you make a million 100%. Mistakes as long as you don't make that mistake twice.
Over and over again,
You know, like you just got to continue to learn. And, you know, I think growing is just like that. And obviously growing with people that support you is just the most important. You know, it's just
team.
It's having the home good networks because, you know, ultras this weekend, and, you know, my rock is my partner, Steph. You know, like last night I was
a very cool chick.
12 o'clock at night, you know, trying to do this and just like, what do you need a hand with? You know, like you got to have that support network and just be able to help you grow, because without these people, you can't do this on your own.
No, you can't, man.
You know, and growing together is better than growing with one person.
100%, you know.
You know, you have your, at the end of the night, you have your drink, you have your celebration, you look out and go, whoa, we did this together.
So cool.
And there's no better feeling with a group of mates, hard work, because you're all in it together. You know, when you're down, you're down.
100%.
When you're up together.
100%.
You know, there's no kind of like, this is one man show.
100%.
Anybody that says that is...
It's bullshit. Doesn't
kidding
exist.
Themselves.
100%.
You know,
man.
like behind one man, there's a whole team behind that one person.
100%.
And that's
so true.
What we're always grow together. And, you know, with my young promoters who just sell tickets, you know, I'm out with them having a drink, making sure that they have a good time, because if I didn't have them, we wouldn't have the success.
100%.
Those minions, those promoters, those young kids, that was me 10 years ago.
100%.
I was selling tickets for somebody else, making like $2, $5 a clip,
100%.
putting up banners, scrims, and all that kind of stuff that goes on. But you know, you look at young kids and I help them grow like as much as I can, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together. 100%. And the scene needs to be together.
100%.
So,
no, I totally believe that, man. So tell me, do you still get nervous the night before?
Man, I'm getting nervous now talking about it. Like, you know, you get excited, but that. Like it's you don't know which way it's going to go. You know, health and safety. Which is very important. It's a massive.
And
thing.
You know, I spoke to you about that, and I loved how you were so big on it. You know, so big on it, man. And people don't realize that you don't have control over what happens, right? A lot of things happen, and it's unfortunate. But one of the things that I loved about you was how much you talked about it to me, because that's one of the things that I brought up, you know. And you were so big on it, you know, and that's testament to what you guys are doing.
At the end of the day, we want people to come, arrive, and go home safe to their families, loved ones, whatever it might be. I mean, it's. I don't never want anything bad on my shoulders.
Of course.
You know, obviously there's always medical incidents, but we do whatever we need to do. We always do above and beyond to what we need to do with police, ambulance, because at the end of the day, it's a music festival. People need to come, enjoy, have a drink, and go home safe.
100%.
And we'll come back next week and do it all over again at the clubs 100%. And whatever it is. You know, there's always those ones and two that take it a little bit too far, but as long as we're there to make sure they get home safe and look after them, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
You know?
It's about being responsible, and, you know, and I hope everybody that comes, you know, is responsible, does the right thing. There's only so much you can do. You can do what you can.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it comes down to the individual, and I feel like a lot of it comes from peer pressure and all that kind of stuff. But it's about keeping it clean, just having fun, you know.
Yeah.
And especially the experience that you guys are putting on for everyone. That's more than enough. You don't need anything more.
You don't need, the production is enough. There's that many lights and screens.
Yeah, enjoy it.
You don't need any more.
Yeah.
Like it's a big show, and like every show that we do, we make it different.
Yeah.
But we just want people to have fun.
Spot on.
I love doing what I do because I just love having fun.
I know. I've seen that.
You see it on stage. You see people looking out, and I take my photo. Every event, I literally put my phone away for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I hide from everybody else. I get in my little corner, and I just enjoy it.
Yeah,
just take it in. And I just every show that I do, like, hey, where's Trav? He's probably just in the corner. You see me on stage or a little corner. I just want to take in for the last 6 months of all the late nights, hard work, whatever we've done, the stress, and go, you know what? We did this.
Yeah, I love that.
That's my little. That's your
kick. Meditation, man.
That's my little meditation. And going, you know what? Just because it goes in a blink of an eye. 10 hours.
Yeah.
Goes from doors opening to this to that to someone doing this. Before you know it, it's nighttime, and then bang, show's over.
So true, man. And I love that you actually take a moment to take it in, because that's what life's about, right? You do this amazing thing, and I love you stand on your own 2 feet. You hustle, you work all the time, and you got to enjoy it, and you got to take that moment. Say back, wow, look what we've done as a team. Look what I've done. And if you don't take that in, then what is it all for? So good on you, man. I love that you do that.
Money's great and everything else, but like, you know what? I think it's like what you enjoy inside. Yeah. I don't wake up, I don't go to work. Yeah. I wake up every day and just doing what I love to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just waking up and going, you know what? Check my emails. What else? What's going to go? Every day is different from every day.
100%.
No day's the same. I don't go to work and do 9 to 5 and just do what I do. I go in and just go, what's going to go on?
Yeah, 100%.
When you're dealing with internationals, it's like 2 jobs.
Yeah, 100%.
From
after hours, time difference. Spot
7 o'clock,
man.
Sometimes my partner, Steph, get off your phone, just give me 1 hour. And I'm like, no, I got to respond. Like someone's taken the time out to respond to an email, I've got to respond back.
Yeah, spot on.
They've taken the time. Decisions need to be made quick sometimes. And
spot on.
People dwell.
Yeah.
You can't dwell. You just got to go.
Yeah.
Because you know what? 10 other people are doing what you want to do.
100%.
So what makes you more hungry?
Yeah.
To succeed.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's why I think, in life, I'm getting up and go to work that day.
Yeah.
There's 50 other people doing what I do.
Spot on, man.
Doing it and wanting it potentially more than me.
Yeah.
So if I'm not hungry that day and I lose an opportunity and they grab it because they're hungry, well,
it's so true. It is so true.
People strike.
It's so true, man. And people forget that, right? So tell me, what are your hobbies? Do you have any other hobbies outside of this?
I used to skateboard. Like,
no way.
I used to be like, I skateboarded for like 7 years, and sometimes I just jump on. And
so you still got a skateboard?
Yeah, I still got a skateboard in the house and jump on it every now and then. Not as good as I used to be, but I used to be like, I used to be sponsored, and when I turned,
way. So you're really good.
I was really good. Made some videos back there with my cousin. And,
oh wow!
But and then turned 18, and then obviously got my car and went out, and then that went out the window. But I always think, well, what would have been if I was just kept skateboarding? Because now it's crazy.
Skateboarding is massive now,
massive worldwide, traveling the world, competitions, extreme games, and all that kind of stuff. What's the
guy? Tony something.
Tony Hawk.
Is it
crazy?
Big guy. He's big. Yeah,
he's huge. Skateboarding's massive over in America and all that. But I just love to chill out, hang out, be at home, walk my dog, hang out, movies, dinners, just relax.
Nice.
If there's a time to just take out, I love spending time with my family.
Yeah, love
Every Sunday's with mum and dad.
Oh, nice, man. I love that.
Family. Family's very important to me.
Yeah, good.
Just enjoying my nephews. Just life's changing. You're growing up. Yeah. It's not the party days and all that. It's
it's a business life. Now. For you, it's a business, man. And it's a business that you love and enjoy. So
I love spending just time and hanging out and just. Yeah. Sometimes, just staying at home watching TV.
Yeah.
It's just
the
ordering
best.
a pizza.
It's so good.
And just enjoying it.
It's so good. So tell me, 34?
34.
34, all right. So 34, what advice would you give to the kids out there today that are 18, 20, 17, whatever age they might be, right? Or older, doesn't really matter. That are lost and they don't know what they want to do in life, right? Yeah, what would be your advice? What would you tell them,
I think it's just finding something you love to do and then how can you do it? Yeah. And how can you get in there? Like, there's been so many times where I've done events where I've worked for free. Yeah. It's not about how much money I'm going to get paid. A lot of these kids going, how much am I going to get paid? You know what? You're not the right person. If your mentality is like that when you're 18, 19, it's never going to happen. Like I used to do, when I used to work on the bigger festivals when I was 18, I used to work for free. I just wanted a ticket, but I just wanted to be a part of it. I used to hang scream up along the fence, hang up decor, whatever I could do, I was putting my hand up. Yeah. I just wanted to be a part of it. And I think nowadays it's changed a lot where the kids are like, all these Instagram rock stars that want to be, I want the car, I want this, I want that. Unfortunately, you will get that.
100%.
One day in life, whether you're, you're good at what you do at 19, 20, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Or you do it when you're 40 and 50, 60.
100%.
But you just got to grow with it and just work hard. And all I can say is don't be cocky. Find someone that you can grow and work with where you love what you do.
Yeah. So make sacrifices basically as well, man. Nothing comes for free. You got to sacrifice.
Nothing comes for free. You know, I've got mates that are electricians and sparkies and plumbers that making amazing money with their own businesses, got property developments, but they were doing $10 an hour doing their apprenticeship.
100%.
You know, but they stuck at it.
100%.
And once they did that, they stuck at it. You know, that 10 years ago was $10 an hour.
Yeah, man.
But now they're forteing it back to new apprentices on their own accord. Yeah. So they're giving back in their own way because they know where they started from. But, you know, it's where you begin and how you just mentality.
Yeah, it's so true. It's not giving up.
Nah, like
people give
so
up.
many times I've given, like thought, you know, what am I doing? It's late nights.
What kept you going?
I just loved it.
The passion.
The passion.
So it was the passion and the hunger, and you were doing something that you loved, so you couldn't give up.
You know, I couldn't see myself sitting in a desk. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the apprenticeship, doing the spray painting. You know, it wasn't me. You know, I worked at Target as well, doing
I worked at Target too.
Doing bits and pieces. But music was my forte. Like I loved the music. We're just seeing the DJ, the lights. I always kind of had a passion in some way.
Yeah.
Didn't know which way that would lead me, but I knew music in some direction I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah.
And then just found my groove and just potted along and met some cool people and worked with them and found my way, and then thought, you know what, I'll go out on my own. You know,
I love that.
You know, I was making money for people, and I thought, how about I make that money for myself? So
I
just
that.
kind of took my concept of what I was doing there and took a risk.
Yeah,
and
you did take a risk. See, that's the thing too. You took a risk because it could have gone wrong and could have not worked out, but you actually took a risk. And a lot of people are scared to take a risk.
I mean, an opportunity came where I got a job at Marquee in Sydney.
Yeah.
And I've never lived out of home. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, job opportunity, you know, hey, Trav, we love what you do. And do you want to come work for Marquee? And Marquee's a huge global brand. And I thought, you know what have I got to lose? Yeah. Took the job, didn't have a place to live, lived at the casino for 2 weeks until I found a job. Ended up spending 4 years in Sydney. But But I travelled back every weekend.
To come see your family.
Come see my family, but I was having business going in Melbourne while I was in Sydney.
Wow. And
to keep the funds going, my dad used to work for Qantas. Yeah. So I was on staff travel.
Oh, wow.
So I used to finish the club at 6 a.m.
No way.
Be on a flight at 7 just so I can save money, so I can do staff travel, make sure I get on a flight. So every weekend I was flying in and out. Everyone's like, how are you doing this? But the business just kept going. I couldn't stop what I was doing in Melbourne. Sydney kept going, but I had to keep going here for Monday, Tuesday meetings. Yeah. And then Tuesday morning at 6 a.m, I was on the first flight out to be at work at the casino.
Wow.
At Tuesday to start the week there.
I love that, man.
You know, dedication. I was doing 2 jobs in one. You know, whatever I was doing during the day was all Marquee. Yeah. Come home, have dinner, and then I'd start and do my Melbourne stuff, my events.
Wow. I love that because you're dedicated and you love what you did, man. So you kept going because it didn't feel like work. No. It was something that you loved. You love learning. You love growing. And that's what we're trying to get across to people, right? It's just go out there, fuck the fear, right? Crush the fear and do what you want to do because you know what, mate? No one can stop you. If you love what you're doing and you're passionate about it, it doesn't feel like work, and you stay up late nights, you do the travel in the mornings, you do what you got to do because you love it. It's your passion, you know what I mean? I love that. Listen, Ultra, what dates are Ultra?
So it's this weekend coming.
This weekend coming. So what's the first one?
Sydney.
In Sydney? Whereabouts in Sydney?
Parramatta Park.
Yep, and in Melbourne, Flemington. I should know this because I'm coming.
Yeah, we've got your table ready to go.
Man, I'm so pumped, right? I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to go to the event. If you guys haven't bought a ticket, buy a ticket. Where did I get tickets from?
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Get a ticket and hopefully I might see you guys there, right? I'm looking forward to it. Hey, man, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, all right? If you guys are tuning in, you know, give us your feedback. And by the way, I appreciate all the feedback, all the DMs that we're getting about the show. Once again, it's about keeping it real, bringing people in that started from zero, right? And, you know, there's nothing wrong if you have money and you're starting with something, but I love the stories, you know, and I love the way that everyone's so humble, so real, and I want you guys to learn from it and never give up. God bless. Have a good day.